Let us come directly to today's topic. It is we call it butterfly energy, the total transformation and renewal time. This reference directly to give to at present, the energy level of Earth. We have already explained earlier that transition has taken place from masculine energy to feminine energy. But this particular time slot between two eclipses, like last 26th of May, there was some lunar eclipse. I think 10th or 11th, there will be a solar eclipse. And in between these two eclipses, there will be a major shifting energy is all over the earth going on, and it can be seen in two ways. Like this energy will shift, whatever there was earlier, what you need to go, it will push that to go away. But at the same time, it is the opportunity will open up the future prospects, open up new opportunities, avenue, new energetic wave will come. So that is why it is called the time for renewal. And in this, our whole aim will be to take the advantage of this energy shift and make the things happen. Ultimately, it will go for all of us going to the new era, or that the energy level we talked for quite some long time, the golden era and all. It will take some physically level, it will take some time to come. But we can use this time for that. Sometimes it will happen automatically. Sometimes situation will push things to change in certain direction. Same thing happened in my life also professionally and all the other things, that the major shift is happening. But only thing is it will open up something which is having a much, much bigger and in tune with the future energy, which energy has already shifted, means what we have to tune with that energy. So that is the type of thing. In the beginning of the year, in the New Year message, I have explained that this is a year of creativity. This is the same thing, the rebirth, basically. So that period has started. That period has started, and it will continue for next 6 months for this kind of energy to start something new and all. For some of your lives, it has automatically happened. Like you switched a job, or changed home or something, switched your different type of new things you have started attempting, already started. I'm not saying it is not we call it a time is not linear in a higher dimension. Okay, I'm saying this energy is conducive. It is maybe in the earlier March and all also it could have happened. But it will be happening for our ultimate good. What is our ultimate good, where we are going, we may not see that what is the end result right away. And in this respect, when we don't see that where we are going to land up, our mind consider anything new, anything unforeseen, or anything uncertain as a threat. Okay. And because of that, we become fearful. We become tense. What will happen? Oh my goodness, what I have is already going. But this is the first part of the story. So we need to get through this period with the full trust on our own higher self. It knows what is best for us. If we don't resist, it will take us where we should be, where we need to go. And it is for our ultimate good. So that is where you need to cut that. What is that attachment with the previous ones, if it happens? Previous happened. So that is what I already explained earlier. People are suffering who they don't, they don't feel it easy to let go. The past, what is going, let it go. It's okay. No need to stick to that. It is not that if I lose that what is called that support, then I will fall into the messy situation, or I fall into the water. So it is not like that. You need to go with the flow and match with your intention, so that it will happen where your intention is going. The method may be different. It may not play the way you think is good for you, but it will go as per the divine plan. So this particular aspect, in the morning, I was giving a story to understand that what happens, why we become fearful and we resist change and things like that. The story was about one of my childhood story, that my father used to, go into, he was in a West Bengal government civil engineer, and he used to get transferred every 2-3 years. He used to get transferred somewhere. But initially, when the first transfer happened, that we were at a place called Kalyani, which is 50 kilometers away from Kolkata. So he got some promotion and getting transferred from that Kalyani to Kolkata. Now, as a child, I was maybe that time in class 2 or that kind of age, maybe 7-8 years old. But I don't know about what is transfer. I never seen that before. So suddenly I realized one morning nobody is taking care of me. Somebody, my parents are busy with something. They're busy with packing things and things like that. I could not get food properly. So I was saying that I need that food. Nobody is listening to me. Forget about that. What you got, you finish it. That's it. No choice. Then suddenly I find 7-8 people. I never seen them before. Look like some, strongly built people. They enter into our home and going to each and every room, taking the cot out, taking this cupboard out and table out and things. That's what's happening. Things are crashing down. Yeah. So everything is, we are what is called robbery is happening. They're taking things away. All those things, whatever I had, even my own things, what are the study material or whatever, the drawing and all this kind of stuff, they are taking all these things out and putting in a box and taking out of our house. So I got scared, what is happening? Anyway, I could not do anything, and anyway, my parents are not listening anyway, so there is no point in discussing. They are busy. So then we put it into a car and went to Kolkata, and then I realized in the night, reached to a new house. Next day morning, we wake up and then found all our things are already reached in the boxes in the new house, and there is a beautiful park in front of our area. It's a good locality with some multi-story building around. So then we realized that it has come new, and then those people, they came and opened those boxes, kept it, and things like that. So then it takes some time to settle that, this is a new place and this will be our new home. So it is better than the one before. So here, little master is saying something.
Rajiv, sorry for that.
No, not at all. Not at all. She wants to say something. She can say something.
She'll keep talking. Say hi to everyone.
Say hi.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Wonderful. So in this episode, why I am telling this story, now most of the people on earth, they are like the child who doesn't know what's going on. They think everything is taken away, whatever we had taken away and all those things, because he didn't see the future, that it is a transformation happening. It is going to a new place, better place, and it will be for our ultimate good. But as the overall picture is not there, the initial, what is this episode is taken as a threat. So that's what I was mentioning, that anything new happens, unusual happens. Some 7, 8 strong built man entering your house and taking everything. It's something extraordinary, So first thing, any brain process it as a threat, something seriously wrong. So when we see in our lives, those kind of things are happening, it already had enough of this COVID and the pandemic and things like that. And so all we are thinking about that loss and things and everything. But this is just to remind you that it is for our ultimate good. Just go with the flow. It is all, nothing can happen in our life without permission of our own soul. Okay, so it is not something accidentally happening or you are victim of something, even the victim of pandemic. If you don't choose, nothing will happen to you. Those who have chosen, they have left their body. They just need some kind of excuse to leave the body. So COVID may be one of them. So that is what is happening. And and only thing we have to now take advantage of that. Keep your eyes open and be alert, because the energy which is coming, it is liberating energy. Liberating means that's why the example of the butterfly energy comes. How the caterpillar becomes a butterfly. Caterpillar walk through the branches and eat little bit leaves here and there, and then one point of time it forms a cocoon in the tree, hanging from the tree. And that cocoon is formed for 1 to 3 weeks. And then that cocoon has been, torn open, and then butterfly comes from there. So that it initially may struggle for getting that, to break open that cocoon. And finally the beautiful butterfly comes out and goes into the open sky. Open sky as a beautiful butterfly. This cocoon, like confinement, is needed for the transformation from the caterpillar to the pupa, larva, whatever it's called, it different phases inside, and then finally come out as a butterfly. Wing comes out, wings. And also the struggle to open that cocoon gives the strength to the butterfly to have that wings and that, all those, the strength, and then it can fly, take off. And also I was mentioning that the struggle is also needed to have the beautiful butterfly to come out. That is a part of the process. And some compassionate person, he can see in his garden there is that kind of cocoon is there. So he wanted to so-called liberate the butterfly. Why to take this struggle? So he just took some scissor and cut the bottom of the cocoon so that butterfly can live easily and no need to struggle. He was feeling compassion to that suffering. The moment he cut, he found one, whatever larva or whatever is there inside, it fall on the ground and died. It can never fly again. That means that this struggle was needed by the nature, what is formed, needed for butterfly to wings to come out and actually fly. So all the sufferings the struggles are not without any reason. There is a purpose for that. So with this understanding, if we approach life, then it will be clear. The understanding will be clear. And also the understanding is the level where these kind of things are happening. The turbulence is happening. Solution cannot be found there. You need to go one level higher. And that level is our soul consciousness level. And this awareness level. From that, you look into your life. If you operate from the physical level, you will always feel like a victim because you will operate from your mind. Mind will take any unforeseen situation as a threat, as a negative. But when you operate from the higher level, then, and the trust, your higher self knows what is best for you, what is in your best interest. It will come to you. But you have a free will. You can deny that also. You said, I don't bother about higher self. I know better. And then you go through all this churning of life. So in this moment, in this period of time, it is more so important to surrender to your own higher self. Let the things play out. It is a transformational time. New path you only will create. Nobody will come and give you on your lap. You only create. But unless until you go through the situation, that creativity will also not come out. There is no need for any creative solution to anything. So this year, as just mentioned in the beginning of the year of creativity, you will find the creative way of living, creative way of doing things. And some of that I have already mentioned, that what will be the operating principle in this time, divine feminine energy, when the Mother Earth already shifted, or we are one group member, that simple few operating principles. No, we now posted it as a poster on our Facebook group, and as a slide earlier also posted here a few weeks back, that those are: protect physically, protect yourself physically. Don't expose yourself unnecessarily to this virus or whatever. You need to protect whatever physical entity you have. Even though that is not your ultimate tool, but you still need the foundation to get protected. You need to protect your physical house so that you can live there. Protect physically, then earn enjoyingly. You need to slowly you will see that things are happening. You are going towards some are changing the job or the type of business they are doing. So you need to select whichever you love doing. What you are compassionate about. If you are stuck with some job what you don't like, but you have to do somehow just to keep your earning, that will eventually it will go away. So if you better find something and start looking for it, and devote your time and what you like to do, what you are happy doing, so that direction life will take you. So this is that period of time. And then live lovingly. In the next era is all about pure love, operating from pure love, compassionate. Every time I sit in the meditation, that Babaji is telling me, take care of people. Just support people, take care of people. Take up those kind of jobs, those kind of ventures, which you will be able to help people. So more and more, those kind of things will come up. More and more, those type of things, more we do that. By doing so, we'll have a meaning in our life. Life will be purposeful. So that kind of thing we will select. It's not necessary what one person is like to do or love to do, and the other person has to do same. No, not necessarily. You will find your own passion and live lovingly. And it is all about sharing, caring type of life which is coming, and not through competition, not against each other. Okay, all together with that feeling of we are one. Okay, so that is coming. And the fourth part, what was explained, is that spread spiritually, means it is a human endeavor from the beginning of the human civilization. People want to grow, people want to be better, people want to be higher, and this kind of things. It is nothing wrong in that. It is a normal tendency for human being to grow, to be more, achieve greater heights, more such things. In the masculine energy era, that was all about in the physical domain, like having more money, more land, bigger house, bigger car, and nothing wrong with that. I'm not criticizing. I'm saying that was a priority. where you like to spend or what you like to have is something bigger, more, higher, taller, or in maybe in education, you like to go for, okay, the graduation, then, master degree, then PhD or whatever. You wanted to be top of the whatever things. In the office, you like to get promoted, you want to get top position in the office. So this is where it has been played out so far. We know that. Ambition of life on those directions. Now that thing, that urge is coming from that, and it has been seen who actually walk the path. Okay. Name, fame, and wealth. Primarily these plus power, political power, or muscle power, whatever, different types of powers and all. Those who have pursued that, even going to the pinnacle of that, they realize something is missing. The syndrome happened what King Ashok had. King Ashoka, he had, after winning the war and all these things, Emperor Ashoka, then he left everything. Why? Because he realized even that, extreme power, he was emperor, win all the war, huge amount of money, everything. That could not satisfy that. The urge to grow means the wealth on the earth and all the land, all the power cannot satisfy that. There was a study done on all, different Fortune 500 companies, something CEOs earlier who left their job as a CEO. The study only those who quit the job. So there was some study on them. They were asking what is the reason for you left the job as being CEO? CEO or top position. I'm just mentioning just like this thing at the top of the position of the company, they left. So there are questionnaire, a lot of them. So the study found, almost all of them, they didn't leave it for their salary is less or parks are less or, power is less, nothing of that nature, which you normally think we might have happened. 80% of them, they said that even after working there for quite a few years, they still feel void inside. They didn't feel that fulfilled. Their life has been fulfilled. They were the top of the company, nothing else to achieve into that one. So what is that void? Okay, that void cannot be met in the physical dimension. That is your self-actualization, as per Maslow's law. And that ultimate actualization is not possible in the physical reality, because everything by design in the physical reality is a private limited, means everything is limited. You cannot have infinite wealth on earth. You cannot have all the land of the earth. It's not possible, no matter who you are. How many atom bomb or whatever nuclear bomb you have, you'll never. Okay. You cannot have all the powers in the world, no matter how much high you went. So by design, these are all limited. Whoever attempted that into their own weight, they crashed. Not from anybody else. There was some story of some David and Goliath, that giant, that 10 times tall, 10 times bigger, the giant. This 10 times bigger giant, and by looking like a big human being, is not possible. Okay. By design. But why? The reason is technically, who are in the engineering background, they know very well. But I'm just telling, your volume increase, everything increased 10 times, no? you become, suppose you are 2 meter height, become 20 meter height. So your shoulder is 1 meter, become, 10 meter wide or something like that. So if your volume increases 10 times, but surface area of your feet, that is not a volume, that is the area, no? So that goes 100 times, this goes, no, sorry, that goes 1,000 times. The volume is directly proportional to the weight. And your feet is only it goes 10 into 10, 100 times. So per square unit surface area, it has to hold 10 times more weight. It is not possible. Basically, you need 20 legs to support that kind of height and the volume. So basically, normal human configuration, 10 times higher height and all dimensions, it is not possible to sustain. If you had the 2 legs and having 10 times more powerful, it will crash in your own weight. You cannot hold that structure unless until you put more legs and things like that support, or you sit down permanently, you don't never get up. Okay, anyway, that is a scientific explanation. What I'm saying is, if something goes certain height, because of its own weight, it crashes. Okay, and this is a rule of 3-dimensional reality. Okay, it is not something is punishing you. It is because everything is limited. So sometime or other you will come to a stage where is nowhere else to go. And then you feel suffocated, and that is the reason those CEOs, they left their job. Okay, this is not unlimited. The growth is not unlimited. It is limited. So why I have given this background, that does not mean you have to stop growing. Only that your awareness and understanding need to change. The urge of growth is already given to you in your spiritual domain. It is infinite space you have. You can create whole universe by yourself within you. Within you, don't think like a physical me, like these things. Within means inner world. It is also infinite. You can create anything at your will. To some extent, you already have a taste by using your thought, even though it is a mind construct, but by thought you can go anywhere. No? If you like to go to Mars, you can immediately go to Mars. Same thing, the spiritual thing, you can create anything. You can create any dimension, any palace, or say any garden you wanted to have, say maybe garden hanging in the sky, you can create. No? So nobody is even needed to pay anything for that. You like to spend some time there, you can spend some time there, you can rejuvenate yourself. Whatever you experience, if you had your physical garden in your backyard, same garden you can create, no? Without paying anything. Time to time you go there, many do. Many, who are on the spiritual path, they do that. They have their some kind of, they created some garden, inner garden. When there's too much disturbance, they go and sit there and enjoy that energy. It's all possible. It's created by you. So anyway, so what I'm saying is this whatever growth part, we need to focus in our spiritual domain. We can go infinite growth are possible there. So what is your inner desire to expand is all possible there. Only don't waste your time into this reality. Ultimately, to certain extent, of course, possible. I am not promoting that you should discard everything in the 3-dimensional reality, in the materialistical. No. We are walking household of spirituality. Enlightened billionaire, Aishwaryavan, Muktatma. We'll earn money, we'll enjoy life. It is not by denying the materialistic things, but with a clear understanding, whatever your urge is, the void is, it cannot be met in the physical reality. It will be stopped somewhere. But in the inner world, it is always there. Okay, it is always there. So, and you can pursue that. That's what is meant by the third one, that spread spiritually. You have the whole empire within you. There is no competition. There is no fighting. You have infinite, truly infinite thing. So that's what it meant in our, this era which is coming, we'll have that. We'll enjoy that. Whatever space, whatever things we need to have, all these things will be there. In peaceful, everything will be there. We have to enjoy as much as we want, rejuvenate ourselves, then come down and do our little bit duties here and there and enjoy, operate lovingly with other people and no clashing or nothing. There's nothing to take from someone. Taking something from someone and then getting richer or better and this is an old concept. There's a poverty consciousness there. It comes from a belief that the wealth is limited. So if I don't take it, somebody else will take it, or I will not get something I want. So that is the poverty consciousness. In physical dimension, to some extent, it is true. It is limited. But at the same time, it is also true. If divine like to create something, they can create a gold mine at your backyard. Like that, manifest. Everybody on planet Earth can be filthy rich. Just a matter of manifesting it, that's all. So let us not go into that. But this idea that I need to have something, I need to take from something, no. Okay. Even by giving, you will be richer. You will enjoy. More will come to you. So this is a different approach altogether. That is a abundance consciousness. I don't have to worry that if I give something to someone, from where I will get. That is a poverty consciousness. Abundance consciousness is I am connected to the infinite source, and which is truly is. That is the truth. I'm connected to the infinite source. There I'm living in abundance. I can give anything to anyone without even thinking what will happen to me. Okay. If you operate in that level, more will come to you. So this is a different kind of operating principle. So which is not there earlier in the masculine things. We will experience that. And these kind of ideas will change our approach to life, and that's what the creativity comes into play. Okay, that protectionism will go. Oh my goodness, if I tell something, he will cheat me tomorrow. No. Okay, so they will have, if somebody's cheated, law of karma will take care of it. But at the same time, our operating level will not, will be much, much higher. And that kind of creativity will transform our life completely. We'll be flying like a butterfly without thinking that I will not go out of the cocoon, then I can be hit by some arrow. That is a concept. Butterfly will never come out then. Okay. Drop that thing. Drop that idea that there is so much threat outside, so how can I go out and free? It is something which is your inside that needs to be thrown out so that you are free to fly. And that type of transformation energy is now, which is happening. As I said, I'm not, higher dimension, there is no time. So I'm not saying it will happen only this time, otherwise it will never happen. I'm not saying that. Okay. Let me make it very clear. For some, it has already started. It is a peak time. Most likely something will happen in this period. Otherwise also, that is fine. It can happen later, next 6 months time, anytime. But only thing from your side, be ready, be aware and alert. When the opportunity comes, like a lit bulb, not bulb, lamp. Your lamp should be ready. So that the other lamp, when it comes, you can catch the fire. But your lamp is not ready. There is no oil there. There is no thread there or whatever. So even if that opportunity comes, you will not be able to take that fire, and you can lit yourself. This example also given for the enlightenment purposes, in the high awareness and all those things. And it is also true for the opportunities which are going to come on your way. It may not come the way you think, but it will come what is in your best interest. So that way it will move forward, and that kind of transformation, only thing what we need to do, we have to say yes and move ahead with that. You have all the instruments, all the capability, all the experiences to create new path. Only thing what you need to do is come out from your own cocoon. Come out from your comfort zone. Take a leap of faith to your higher self. Only that much you can do. In my case is happening, I was also enjoying my comfort zone, and Babaji kicked me out of that. Okay. And now put me into some path which will be much, much more expansive, much to do with the humanity, to contribute more. Okay, so that is being played out. So that is another thing. We'll share it in future sometime. But what I'm saying is that this is a time to say yes and jump out, and then you start doing that. So that is the way forward, and that is the way we'll synchronize with the divine feminine energy, serve our purpose, and we are spiritually will grow, spread, and finally, of course, get enlightened, merge with that one. And only one point I just mentioned here, earlier I mentioned about giving, from where this poverty consciousness and giving, how it is possible that we giving and we without losing anything. For that, in the morning also I mentioned that giving is coming from that idea that I have limited. If I give, so what will happen to me? The answer to that, the understanding of that is, you will be like sun. You say, no, sun is giving us sunlight. Sun is giving all the energy on the earth. Every plant is getting the energy, all the plant eaten by animals, so we eat those animals, so we get the energy and all this kind of stuff. Everything is coming out of sun. So sun is giving that energy, no? Giving the light, giving the energy. Okay. But if you see the truth of it, sun is not at all giving, it is holding. It is being, not holding. Holding is not the right word. It's not constraining it. It is just being. It just expressed itself. Is holding that energy, holding the light. You are getting it. He is not giving it to you. You are getting it, because if you come near it, you will get it. Okay, so same thing by give, but it is not giving. Just by holding that, sun is not losing any light. Sun is not losing any energy. It is connected with the creative element of the universe. It's creating it all the time because it is expressing itself. Rest of us, we are getting it. Sun is not donating us a light, donating us that photosynthesis and all those things. But we are getting benefited of that simply because sun can have that connection with the source where all these energies are coming. All of us will be like that. When we connect it to the source, then we'll not seek if I give a light to someone today or energy today, what will happen to me tomorrow? My light and energy will be over. It will never be, because you are connected to the infinite source. That's what I've given an example of a sun so that you understand that. It is not giving, you are just expressing yourself. I'm not saying you have to open up a charity fund and donate to people. No, not necessarily. Just simply whatever way you can, you express yourself. Okay, you are expressing yourself without any expectation. Then automatically people get help, people get support, people get all other things, knowledge, whatever. You are just expressing yourself. You are not actually giving. Okay, so you are not losing anything. Like if you share light or share, okay, light is different idea I can get. Even sharing knowledge, do you think you are losing something, your knowledge? Never. Okay, same here. That giving I'm talking, that operating principle will not reduce yourself by any means. Rather, it will grow. That is the operating principle. That is the life we are going towards. And this is the time which the energy is supporting us, Mother Earth is supporting us to take that leap. And this way we'll get total transformation and renewal in the same life. We are few blessed ones on the planet Earth who are having 3 phases of this, like old energy transition and the final one, the old masculine transition and divine feminine in our single life. We have, in fact, in the higher dimensional ascended masters are telling that you waited for thousands of years in our time to take part in this period. Okay, our soul, so that they don't miss it. So this experience is a unique experience soul-wise. And this is that crucial moment which is in our life when it will open up for the future. That is what it is, total transformation. And that is what it is all about, that's ending. Struggle is ending and the butterfly is coming out of that to fly in the sky. So that completes my talk on this. So if there is any question, I'm happy to answer them.
Guruji, I just wanted to ask you, you said now that keep your lamp ready. So when the light comes, you can lighten yourself. How would I know? I mean, in day-to-day activities, how will I know that the light has come or it is coming?
There are 2 ways of looking at it. First way is your job is only to make yourself ready. Light will automatically come. And the second part is that if that happens, it is impossible you will miss it. Okay. If the transformation happens, it will be completely impossible not to get it. Like when let me give some kind of practical example. Suppose you are flying in an aeroplane. Okay. When you fly in an aeroplane, even if you cannot see anything outside, but you realize when the flight is actually took off from the ground,
yes,
there was a lot of vibration. Suddenly it becomes smooth and some, all other parameters, making sound of all these kind of things. So here, when you jump into that, when that so-called lighten up will happen, you cannot miss it. You will know it, that yes, that the old thing, the ground, I left it already. I'm now flying. So you cannot miss it. You need to ask anyone, what is happening to me, and nothing. You will know that. Same way you will know, suppose when you get up from bed in the morning. So when you get up, you know, I have now got up from the sleep. Nobody will tell you, now you got up, earlier you were sleeping. No, you don't need. You are aware. Same here. Enlightenment, when it will happen, when you lighten up, you will not miss it. You will know it because it is happening with you. Okay. So my advice, don't bother about it. Make yourself ready. Things will happen on its own. You will know it. Okay.
I just wanted to tell you one thing, that during meditation, I feel so peaceful and all that. But just after meditation, when I get up and do my duties and all that, that peacefulness for some time it remains, and after that it goes away. And then and during this experience which you are telling me, but this kind of awareness and it will stay, na? It will not go. I mean, not like that. Right now, when I'm meditating, that time I'm feeling peaceful. But after getting up from the meditation and with doing other duties, that peacefulness, because so many works has to be done and all that. But these awareness which will come, but that will transform me, na? Internally.
Yes and no. So, no is the way you are looking at it, it will not happen that way. Okay. You are saying that whatever in the meditation that goes. Okay. But if you like to keep that awareness, you can keep it all the time, even no matter what you are doing. Even if you are cooking, it will be cooking is also a great meditation. You can cook with full attention, full concentration. That will be equivalent to meditation. Cleaning your house, do it with a full awareness. Don't think something and cleaning something or watching TV. Then it will not happen. If you do it a full awareness, anything you do, no matter what you do,
Okay.
that and spiritual technique we use that Vaira Mudra. Be aware of your breath only.
Okay.
You will maintain that. But there are some practical things. If you're in a meditative state, suddenly you start talking too much or calling somebody and all that breaks. Or if you continue some higher, it's all about vibration, how to hold that vibration. During meditation, vibration goes high and you are feeling peaceful, blissful, and all those things. Some of the food will break you that, particularly non-veg foods breaks you out of that. Okay, so there are many things happens that you lose that state. I'm not criticizing here, by the way. I'm not criticizing non-veg food, but I'm purely telling the fact that is the reason at certain stage that the seekers, the spiritual seekers, they drop that automatically because it doesn't go with their system because they're already vibrating high level. And most of the time you will see they are silent, not speaking, not just absorb that within them. So this kind of automatically happens. Nobody is telling them to do that. So these are the kind of things that that if you can consciously maintain, you will not lose that state, meditative state. And enlightened masters are 24/7 in the awareness.
Yes.
They never lose the state. And that is a characteristic. So they never put to effort, even if it slightly comes down, it takes just one breathing. That's it. They go back. Something happened and one breathing and go back. So that easy. But of course, that easy only when your base level is higher. You cannot have a lower vibration and try to be enjoying that. It's not possible. Okay, so anyway.
Miles and miles to achieve this.
Don't bother about miles. Keep walking. Okay.
Yes, Guruji.
Okay. If something can happen to me, there are a lot of my college friends and others are here. They know me before. Okay. If that happened to me, it can happen to anyone. And that is exactly what Babaji is telling me to spread, to share my story, not because I wanted to glorify it. I'm following his order. I'm just sharing if something can happen to me. I was, normal people, and even with all those bad qualities of heavy drinking and other things. But if that can happen to me, it can happen to anyone. Okay. All right.